You know, as Joe just said, and Mark just said, and Debbie just said, you know, we have gone across the country, and people have come out at every stop that we've been at. And in the few cities that we've been to, we have collected right now over 5,000 flags of people to give to us, to take to Washington, D.C., to say that they support our troops and their mission. And Congress needs to take notice of that and listen. And Nancy Pelosi and Congress needs to get the message that if they're not going to stop trying to pass these ridiculous resolutions, and if they're not going to support our military men and women, our current active duty, and support our veterans, they were voted in office, and by gosh, they can be voted out. Yeah, that's it, right? You know, for too long, we've had too many negative voices saying, let's cut and run. But that's not what these colors stand for. That's not what this flag stood for, of a lady who just gave to me that it was on the coffin of her grandfather. And she's had it for 20 years. And now she wants to give it to us to take to Washington, and then to ultimately end up over there in Iraq and Afghanistan to our soldiers, sailors, Marine, and airmen, and our National Guard, to let them know, you know what, people back here at home, support them and love them, and we're going to stand by them 110% until their mission is complete. Yeah, every day, exactly. I firmly believe what President Bush said, mission accomplished. We did accomplish a great mission over there, our troops did, and that was removing a brutal dictator out of a regime where he killed and murdered innocent people. That is a great mission accomplished. Another mission accomplished our men and women have done is helping the Iraqi people to vote without fear of being murdered, because if they did not vote for Saddam Hussein in their prior elections, they were taken out of their homes and they were murdered and never seen again. So that is another great mission that has been accomplished. Another mission accomplished is women having the ability to vote too, and having to be able to go to work for the first time, and go to school, and girls go to school and learn to read and write and arithmetic and hold a job like we ladies get to do, is to have a job. So I want to know why it is that Congress doesn't think that the same freedoms that we enjoy here of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness is only afforded to the American people, but they don't seem to want to give it to the people of Iraq either, and that's wrong, and they need to be told that. You know, thank you. You know, I don't think that there's anything wrong with honest debate and honest, debate about the war, but it needs to be done in a respectful manner, like it was done in the time of World War II. You don't take your complaints to the water's edge, which some people have done, which ultimately ends up emboldening the terrorists to continue to shoot against our men and women. And those people that do that, like Mark Crowley said, if they don't want to respect this country and respect what our leaders are doing, then they can go find a new place to live. I'm sure Hugo Chavez would welcome the person that leaned on his back to come on over there and live with him. And as far as I'm concerned, it's time for her to go home. I did get one mission accomplished too, ladies and gentlemen, by going across the country here and on my Cindy You Don't Speak For Me tours. As many of you know, Cindy Sheehan did not have her son Casey's grave marked. And I kept talking and talking and talking that Casey Sheehan is an American hero and needs to be honored that way. Well, finally, his mom got his headstone ordered and his grave has finally been marked. You know, I'm tired of the liberal media too, like Debbie talked about. It seems that the only stories that the media wants to print is if it leads, it bleeds. And we cannot continue this mission that we have here in the United States to garner the support for our troops, so Congress gets the clear-cut message. They cannot and they will not cut the funding to our active duty military and or to our veterans who have served this great nation. And we need your help and we need your support. So anytime that your newspaper or your television does not report accurately and fairly about the great jobs that our military men and women are doing, you need to write a letter. You need to write a letter to your congressmen, to your assemblymen, and you guys have to be proactive. That's the only way that we're going to get this ship righted again and that Congress gets a clear-cut message. And we need your support. And so thank you very much for all of that. You know, at this time, we're going to collect your flags. If you would have any flags that you want to give to us to take to Washington, D.C. to set up in our flag city, we would really appreciate that, because we've got the anti-group that's going to come there and meet us there. They call themselves the peace people, but I don't see what is peaceful and or respectful when they go to Washington, D.C. and they purposely destroy the monuments that were set up for our veterans from World War II, Korean, and our Vietnam veterans who have served this country and have also paid the ultimate price. There is nothing honorable and respectful about destroying those monuments. And so we're going to set up our flag city, and we're going to build a wall of flags around those monuments to protect them and to say thank you to our servicemen and women who have served this country and are currently serving over there in Iraq and Afghanistan. They're the heroes. The only ones that we should be hailing up as American idols are our military. So we need to remember that, and Congress needs to get that message, and we need your help to do it. So if you would like to give us your flags, we'd be honored to take them. And again, thank you all so very much for having us and being out here this late at night for us. We truly appreciate it. And God bless you, and God bless the USA.